Immigration remains at the center of President Trump's 2025 agenda.
And it's a similar story here in Tennessee. Today, the Senate Education Committee narrowly voted to move forward on a measure that could bar some undocumented students from attending public school. But they attached a new amendment. Under the amended bill, students would have to verify their citizenship status. And if they can't, public school districts would be allowed to essentially charge them tuition. If the student doesn't pay, the district would have the option to deny enrollment.
Now, before debate began, the Senate sponsor gave a brief presentation on the bill, walking through why it is needed. He cited a since rescinded resolution from Rutherford County Public Schools that called for increased funding to handle the influx of students that don't speak English. But one of the Democrats on the committee had some questions about that.
You mentioned Rutherford County. You did issue the caveat that resolution had been rescinded. Has there been any school system that has reached out to you or your office that has said, hey, we have an undue burden and we need you to bring this legislation?
Senator Watson, you're recognized.
Yeah, the truthful answer to that question is not in an official capacity. I suspect that every member of this committee, and perhaps every member that has a large population, has at some time had a conversation with a county commissioner, a school board member, a teacher, a principal, or someone in administration who has mentioned to you or said something to you about the challenges around ESL and the large number of students that are coming into their schools.
Chairman Watson, I'm from the largest school district in the state, and I represent a heavy population of folks who are not from this country, and I have not had such conversations with my county commissioners.
Now, the bill still has a long way to go before it becomes law. It passed the committee today along party lines, and later in the debate, Senator Akbari told Senator Watson, quote, "I'm offended by this legislation. It will be up for debate in a House subcommittee next week."